morning. I'm Sally Martin. I'm the youngest sister of Ate Arlene since birth, our faithful full-time worker. Ako po yung wife ni Francis. Sa mga youth, ako po yung mami ni Zion. Okay, nasabi ko na, I'm the youngest in the family. I remember back when I was a kid, my mom told me na muntik na raw akong mamatay because I was the weakest and the most vulnerable to sickness in the family. And I'm also an introvert person. Okay? My childhood days were not easy. Raised in a broken family that we need to strive hard for our living. I remember I accepted the Lord when I was 19 years old, February 1st. One afternoon fellowship in second floor building in Everett Subdivision, Marikina. Also, the JFA school on weekdays. I had my discipleship training same year at the Sinipsip, Benguet, headed by our dear Kuya Sani, and especially kay Ate Minette and their 3 sons. One of my personal quiet time with the Lord, He gave me a word in Deuteronomy 28, and it says, "If you obey fully the Lord your God and carefully follow all His commands I give you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all. All this blessing will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. Your basket and your kneading trough will be blessed. The Lord will grant the enemies who rise up against you will be defeated before you. The Lord will send a blessing on your barns, on everything you put your hand to. The Lord your God will bless you in the land He is giving you. The Lord will grant abundant prosperity. The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of His bounty, to send you rain in your land in season and to bless the work of your hands. You will lend to many, but will borrow from none. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. If you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God that I give you this day and carefully follow them, you will always be on top, never at the bottom." Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 to 13. I was encouraged and amazed when I received that word from the Lord. But for me, the word is too impossible to happen. Knowing my personality, not being strong and an intelligent person. And I was only a college student that taking up architecture that time, and I just beginning to know the Lord in my life. But then, as an act of obedience, I started giving my tithes from my 20 peso allowance a day. And also keep some money for snack incentives for kids, as I also made a commitment to teach the kids' church on the children in children's ministry. As I started my career in a small real estate company in Makati, every Friday after work, I walked from my office to my LifeNet meeting with Oliver Pensica. I would always see this 2 high-rise building. And I prayed, parang naglalambing ako sa Lord. Oh, Lord, gusto ko rin mag-office dyan habang palapit na palapit ako doon sa aming LifeNet meeting. And 15 years later, I was part of the team who renovated that building. Formerly EPCI building, now the BDO Corporate Center in Makati. I was part of the biggest merger of our company way back before, and had my office there for 8 years. After my employment in real estate company, I tried to apply in SM Engineering Department, knowing that I will learn a lot in construction and handling malls. Sabi ko, Lord, pagkakataon ko na ma-apply yung napag-aralan ko. But my application was not forwarded to SM office because the owner is looking for a lady architect in a small bank company. I asked the Lord, ano gagawin ko sa bangko? Sabi ko. But I recall this word, "For we know that all things work together for good, for those who love God and those who have called according to His purpose." You know why? I realized that SM employee is working from Monday to Sunday. And BDO is from Monday to Friday only, which means I have a time kasi alam ng God that I'm committed to serve Him on weekdays. And even pag Saturday, meron kaming creative arts practice ni Ate Abel. Okay. My life in BDO was full of challenges, adventure, a lot of intrigues. Nabully ako, and politics in the corporate world. I was not promoted and the least ranking staff among my colleagues. But I always declare on my favorite verse that whatever I do, I will do it with all my heart, as though I'm working for the Lord and not for men. I've seen the work of the Lord for every lies of the enemy, and God cleared my name in every bad reputation that my office mate is spreading about me without defending myself. God exposes that needs to be exposed, reminding me of His word in Deuteronomy 28, that the enemies that rise against me will be defeated. I continue to do God's will in my life and even have a chance to have a Bible study, kahit secret lang, at sa stock room, kasi nga maraming intriga and persecution. Stock room lang, okay na kami doon. Since my boss in construction doesn't like me, maybe because of the bad reputation that was said against me, I was not given opportunity to do greater tasks. But I'm always thankful every time I receive my pay slip, knowing that I can give my TOP, which means to the Lord, tithes, offering, and pledges, which is my top priority when it comes with my finances. One afternoon in the office, I told the Lord that I was already bored of what I'm doing. After a year, I was transferred from construction team to purchasing department. Another gossip was spread out in our office that I was demoted. I was assigned to do all the canvassing negotiation, including all the clerical works of engineering construction-related projects, all by myself. But in everything, give thanks, for this is the will of God. But it's so difficult to work because of the lies of the enemies that I'm, ano yan, arky ka ba, di ba? Graduate ka pa ng 5.5 years course, hirap na hirap ka sa kurso mo, tapos gagawa ka lang ng clerical works. Ano ba yan? Sabi ko, Lord, magawa ako ng PO. So I approached my new boss and asked her if I got demoted. And it is the only job that I can do because my skills do not fit in the construction team. But my boss assured me that they have a thorough evaluation of all engineers and architects. And they've seen my character towards work, my potential to handle greater tasks. I didn't realize that God has a bigger plans for me. Imagine that, opposition that turns into opportunity. And yes, indeed, promotion comes from the Lord. Promotion after promotion, more than I could ever imagine. Totoo yun. Pag bumabalik ako, naiyak na lang ako. Ha? Parang gaganon ako, Lord, sa'yo to. Naku, hindi ako to. Parang ginaganon ko lagi ang Lord every time I was promoted. I remember my boss told me that there's something in me, there's something different in you, sabi niya ganyan. I always smile every time she called me to do challenging tasks without any complaint. By the way, I was trained by Ate Abel to always smile. At saka sa ushering ministry, di ba? Buti na lang na-train ako ni Ate Abel. Yung mga, Sally, ano yung ginagawa mo? Kasi yung boss ko parang siya. And Christian na yung boss ko ngayon, biro mo. Grabe, ang grabing influence si Ate Abel kasi very thankful ako na every time na babalik sa akin yung report, mali yan, naganon ako. Pero my boss is so sweet and very affectionate and concerned. Parang si Ate Abel during our times of sa training ng creative arts. Mali yan. Pero after that, andun yung concern niya, natatanong niya pa sa amin. Pagka sasabihin niya, o sige, mag-choreo kayo. Tapos after our performance, nag-devotion ba kayo? Ano ba yan? Mga ganyan siya sa amin. Pero, ang laking advantage ko noon. Okay, my involvement in the ministry and the love and prayers of my Jesus Flock family helped me to build my confidence, to have my confidence, patience, and perseverance in dealing with higher officers in a corporate world. I was also assigned to handle a difficult staff. And also handled one of the most sensitive jobs in the procurement, where there are a lot of temptations. Thus, the work of my former boss in construction was transferred to me, the bidding process, handling of all contractors, and the approval of construction budget. My team was already spanning the time, and my boss told me to think of a name for my group that will fit in the work that we're handling. That led to the idea of engineering section in procurement department, where they serve an important role in the commercial aspect of construction to avoid temptation. Now I'm handling staff with different character, bigger challenges, and greater responsibilities, knowing that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. God uses the weak to humble the proud. Being a leader should have a servant attitude or a servant heart. God allowed all my battles in life, the politics and the corporate world, to mold my character, to equip me to the greater task that God has called me to do. Today, I have my office in BDO Corporate Center in Ortigas, just beside the Fortune Mall. Sabi na husband ko, when he visited me, super spoiled daw ako sa Lord. Grabe daw yung office ko. And given the opportunity also to have an Alpha and LifeNet with the help of Verna and Lalaine Cruz in one of the high-end conference room on the business area there. And not on the stock room anymore. O, diba? God yun. God even prepared me and my family this time of pandemic with this abundant provision. We even had the opportunity to share our blessing to those who are in need. I'm only a steward of God's resources. I've seen the word in Deuteronomy 28, for blessing on obedience was fulfilled in my life. I know there's something more and best to come. My life full of adventures and challenges, but I found my way back to His Word. Every time I encounter trials and failures in my life, God knows the best. He led me to the right people at the right place at the right time. God is faithful and true to His promises. In Isaiah 55:11, God says, "For so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose which I've sent it." Yun lang po, and to God be the glory.